Hi, I'm JJ. Today I'm doing a little bit different video just because I have to update my TBR because I still have Audible for a little while until I get through my TBR on there because I have a lot of books that are free as long as I have a membership. So I've been trying to work my way down through a bunch of those, especially the classics or some of the foreign books that I've been wanting to read. And the problem is that now, like a couple dozen of them are going to be expiring in a month. And so I had to make a list of my priorities of which ones I'm going to try to get through before they expire. And this is going to be taking precedence over even just some of the physical books, minus the ones I'm reading for book clubs and for the one I'm working on for the big book summer. But I made a list and I'm going to see how many I can get through, and the ones that I want to hopefully get through are The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham, and I'm hoping to read that. It's actually, I started it today. It's pretty good so far, and that will be perfect. It will actually count for Rocket Summer, which I wasn't able to be sure about participating in before, but this will make sure I can do that. Pivot of the Universe by Abbas and Amanat. It's Iranian history. I've been wanting to read more about Iran since I read Martyr back in January, and now with the events and stuff going on in the world, especially with the U.S. Attacking and bombing Iran, I just wanted to kind of read a bit about their history and their culture and try to get a little bit of understanding. The next book is To Hell and Back, The Last Train from Hiroshima by Charles Pellegrino. And those two books probably will not be the easiest, like happiest reads, but I think they're both necessary and I am looking forward to reading them. Cattle Kingdom, The Hidden History of the Cowboy West by Christopher Knowlton. I am not as excited about this one. This will be one that if I don't get to it, I'll just have to read it physically. But this was at least recommended by somebody that I trust and whose opinion I respect, so I do want to read it eventually. Caesar, Life of a Colossus. It's about Julius Caesar, and that's by Adrian Goldsworthy. And that will be another one that I hope I get to, but if I don't, then I know enough about him, a lot more than I know about a lot of these other topics, so I'm going to prioritize those. The next two are both by Hunter S. Thompson. I have not read any of his books, so I may choose one and see how that goes. His most popular being Hell's Angels, which is about a motorcycle gang. And then the other one is an essay collection, which I have not read very many essay collections, and I would like to try to remedy that blind spot of mine. But that is called Hey Rube, Bloodsport, The Bush Doctrine, and the Downward Spiral of Dumbness. So that actually does sound interesting. The Holy Road by Michael Blake is a sequel to Dances with Wolves, and I did enjoy that. I grew up watching the movie, and I finally read that this year, and I enjoyed it. His writing was great, and I actually have another book of his that's on my TBR just because it sounded good, and I do like his writing style. So I am interested in reading the sequel, and that will prioritize the other one now just because I want to get to it before it expires. The next three are ones that I want to make sure I get to as well. Nervous Conditions by Tsitsi, Dangarembga, Dangarembga, by it's a Zimbabwean author, which was formerly Rhodesia, which I did not know. I do not know much about this culture or this country's history. So this is a fiction book, but I am really looking forward to this one. The House of the Lagoon by Rosario Ferré. That's a Puerto Rican author that I'm also hoping to read and make sure it's something I'm already interested in, but both of these will help with my Read Around the World project that I'm working on. And the last one that I want to get through is The Coven of the Viscount by Italo Calvino. And I did talk about him before. I really enjoyed his very experimental book, If on a Winter's Night a Traveler. And I also read The Baron in the Trees, which is a really cute book. It was almost like a parable. It was kind of more geared towards younger readers, but it was enjoyable. Not as well. I like the other one a lot better. And I also talked about another book of his that's I just got for free at the Pride Festival this year, Invisible Cities. So I do intend to read that one, but The Coven of the Viscount will now take priority. And I have to try to see how many of those I can get through before the 8th of August. So here's to good reading, and I hope I can get through as many of those as possible. I don't want to rush it either, though, because I do want to take my time and enjoy the books, especially since I try to write reviews like personally, like I keep a book journal and stuff. I've fallen behind on that lately now that I'm doing this, but at least one way or the other I'll be able to process and talk about or reflect on the books so that I'm not just like plowing through and reading them, because I do want to enjoy the process and the books, and I hope that they're good. So I will be sharing that update. I'll let you know how I'm doing along on the progress of that. But here's to lots of reading.